Hello, we're back again for the Scottish Premiership predictions, match day number 7. They took a little bit of time off as Scotland were out battling against all the other European nations that were in the Nations League competition. So they'll be happy to be back. I'm happy to be back, getting predicting, see how we got on last time's predictions, and feel free to get involved with this points league system there, where you get points based on the odds of the matches, so plenty of opportunities to catch up if you haven't already got involved with the series. Some really big underdog teams, so big points opportunities up for grabs, and it's very early on in the season, so all to play for. Very exciting indeed. But first, let's have a look back on last lot of matches, if you can remember them, and find out those particular results. So Livingston, they took on Wascati. They ended up 1-0 winners. Carl Tremio got sent off for Wascati 52 minutes into the match, and Livingston took advantage with John Guthrie getting the winning and only goal of the game in the 67th minute. Kilmarnock, they took on Dundee United and they came away big 4-0 winners. So very impressive. Cambria managed then to get a brace, had Brophy and McKenzie all scoring the goals. Next up was St Johnstone and St Mirren. St Johnstone winning at 1-0. Stevie May, 72nd minute winning goal. Rangers, they took on Hamilton, turned out to be a 2-0 win for Rangers, with Hagee and James Traviani getting 2 early goals, 15th and 20 minutes in. Scott McMahon got sent off for Hamilton 76 minutes in, and somehow Rangers 5 games at the start of the season in a row without conceding a goal, and that basically is a record-breaking, record-equaling streak in the Scottish Premiership history, along with Celtic that's managed to do that before. So see if they can do it for the 6th game in a row. Celtic, they took on Motherwell, came away 3-0 winners. Forrest, Ajiti and Julian getting the goals for them. And Aberdeen, 1-0 winners against Hibernian, with Lewis Kingsland getting a 39th minute penalty goal there. So those were the matches, but more importantly, how we got on with those results. So it was me that got involved, it was Cavan White that got involved, good old Tom O also got involved with the predictions, and new to the prediction points system was the Football Simulator, which I use, footballsimulator.co.uk website online there, and you can select different clubs to play against each other. I involved it for the other nation leagues there, but it was a bit late for Scotland, so they got some catching up to do. So for Cavan White, he managed to pick up 4.32 this week's matches there, with Livingston managed to predict to win, had Rangers to win, and also had Celtic to win. So if you predict Rangers and Celtic to win, you don't get too many points for them, and I found out the hard way there, as that was the only 2 games I managed to get correct, and I only managed to pick up 2.22 this match day there, so I did the worst. Football Simulator ended up doing the best there with 5.92, with Kilmarnock to win, Rangers to win and Aberdeen to win. So really impressive start there for the Football Simulator. And just behind the Football Simulator was Tom O, taking out 2nd place, 5.9, with Livingston, Celtic and Aberdeen back to win there. So didn't back Rangers, so could have picked up a little bit more, but was a bit ambitious. So you never know your luck, so good on them. So after all that, after 6 matches, I still lead the way though with 39.23. In 2nd place, Cavan White with 28.73 points. Tom O is in 3rd place currently, 17.12. And on the leaderboard, Football Simulator with 5.92. So get involved with these matches, set just around, change positions, and I'll actually want to put that down in the comment section below as well too. Alright, so let's find out these head-to-head records, the games that's taking place recent trends between the teams, and ultimately mine and the Football Simulator predictions for match day number 7. So, St Mirren, they taking on Hibernian. 20 wins for Hibernian, 10 wins for St Mirren, and 13 draws. These head-to-head records only coming in since 2005, as that's all that's available on the Fuzzball Wet Points websites, but realistically you don't really need to know much further than that. Hibernian, 4 wins and 3 draws in the past 7 games. 340 for St Mirren, 325 for the draw, and 2 butts for Hibernian. I'm going to back Hibernian to get a 2-1 victory. They had a pretty good start to the season there. And the Football Simulator is going to go for Hibernian to get a 3-1 victory for this match. Livingston, they take on Hamilton. 12 wins for Hamilton, 8 wins for Livingston, and 9 draws. Livingston, 2 wins and 2 draws in the past 5 games. $1.67 for Livingston, $3.30 for the draw, $4.50 for Hamilton. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. The Football Simulator is going to go for a 0-0 draw. Aberdeen taking on Kilmarnock. 31 wins for Aberdeen, 10 wins for Kilmarnock, and 14 draws. Aberdeen, 4 wins and 4 draws in the past 8 matches. $1.72 for Aberdeen, $3.30 for the draw, $4.33 for Kilmarnock. I'm going to go for Aberdeen to get a narrow 1-0 victory. The Football Simulator is going to go for a 1-1 draw. The next match I have for you is Motherwell as they take on St Johnstone. 19 wins for St Johnstone, 17 wins for Motherwell, and 5 draws. Motherwell, 4 wins in the past 6 games. Last 4 has seen 2 victories each. 2-10 for Motherwell, 3-10 for the draw, and 3-25 for St Johnstone. I went for a 3-2 victory for St Johnstone, and I made these picks before the Football Simulator made its picks, and somehow I went for a 3-2 Motherwell victory, so that's some interesting symmetry there. Next up is Ross County taking on Celtic. 17 wins for Celtic, 3 wins for Ross County, and 6 draws. Celtic passed 6-1 and managed to win 9 games and 2 draws in the past 11 matches. 15 butts for Ross County, so if you back Ross County to win, and they do win, you get 15 points. 6.5 for the draw, so 6.5, and just the 1.12 points available if you back Celtic to win, and they will win. I'm going to go for a safety 1.12 point option for Celtic clear. Celtic don't drop too many points too often, and you know, I'm going to go for them to get a 3-0 win. Football Simulator is going to go for a 4-0 Celtic win. And last up is Rangers taking on Dundee. 17 wins for Rangers, 8 wins for Dundee, and 6 draws. Dundee, 4 wins in the past 5 games, somehow against Rangers, but they were in the 2nd division last season though, and probably a few seasons in there they haven't played against each other, and the 12 in a row have been decisive results. Rangers at home, very big favourites at $1.14, $6.50 for the draw, $14 for Dundee, and this is the one I'm going to go bold, I'm going to go ambitious, I'm going to go for the full juggernaut, 14 points for Dundee to get the victory there, because that is some undervalued odds in my opinion. Ross County, they probably are going to be like 15-1 against Celtic, but Dundee probably feels like more like a 8-9-1 shot against Rangers at least on the road. So I'm going to go for Dundee to get a 1-0 win, and the Football Simulator is going to go for a 1-0 win for Rangers. So those are my thoughts and predictions, and the Football Simulator's thoughts and predictions for the upcoming Scottish Premiership matches for match day number 7. Feel free to get involved, put your own thoughts, predictions down below there. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe.